Hi, hi. Oh, wow, what a journey this has been. Anyway, I'm back here being together with you, finally. It's something else. But let's do the sound check in. Can you hear me? Can you see me? I will wait your comments. Testing, testing, testing. Hi, Stefan. Can you hear me? Thank you very much. I've been looking at some of your latest artwork. Very nice. And Jenny says, yes, yes, yes. Well, welcome, everybody. I hope during this session you share with me anything you need to ask me, if that's okay with you. And I want to tell you, it's the last, 3 months, I have been greatly challenged. And it got to a point where I thought, what am I going to do if I can't see? And as an artist, it is quite necessary to be able to see. And I had so much pain around my eye, going up the sixth cranial nerve, which controls the right eye. And it was to find an answer. So when I woke up with double vision, we called emergency, and they said, get her to A&E. And so we zoomed to A&E, thank you Alice Gilmore, and the NHS was remarkable for taking me straight into triage and then blood tests and then CT scan, and the next day MRI, ophthalmologist, what else? Neurologist, who then said she needs to see an ear, nose, throat person. But all the time, nobody had a cure, so to speak. So at the same time, I'm being, hi Veronica and Jenny and Becky and Angela and Donald and Francine and Tim and Bruno and everybody else that's there that I haven't honored, but nice to see you. And it was, and on top of that, I couldn't drive. So with lockdown in my other Gingerland, I allowed it to be something that allowed me to go deeper into my spiritual process. And it's, but this, not to be able to drive to even go out and sit on the beach or even go and get groceries or go see my kids and stuff, whew, that's really been something, I have to say. Along with the fact that I couldn't paint and draw. I could barely hear because I had the ear infection at the same time. Gosh, I didn't know what my future life would be. And as you know, within these spiritual challenges, life challenges, I always try to find the highest. And all I could do was like being with myself for the moment. But I've had moments. And finally, we found a solution that's helping. And it was through my homeopath Ayurvedic come doctor, who's been with us since, wow, his father took care. I met his Dr. Shama Elder just after I had Alice Gilmore. So that was in 1986, going into 1987. And then he passed over just as I was giving birth to Matthew. So, Timothy, you started with double vision and had all the tests that you had before ending up in the hospital. They were about to put me in the hospital, and all the MRI, all the CT scans said, oh, she's really, everything's cool. All the blood tests, apart from a little bit of raised cholesterol, I'm well budgy. But here I am with these symptoms, which was spatial problems, dizziness. You know, the double vision was such that if you're looking at a person, there was another person 6 feet away there. So when I was being taken to the doctors, there's the normal car in the other lane, and then there was one coming at my car. So I had to close my eyes. Thank you, Angela. Welcome. And I really miss being with you guys, I have to say. Yeah, goodness. Hi, email. I can't believe that you've made it. Well done. Alice was 1976. You were quite right. And you were there in our house watching telly when I stuck my head out of the bedroom and said, David, I think we have to go. And he drove like a maniac because I was having delivery in London, in the West London hospital. And by the time we got there, everything was almost like being on LSD, I have to say. I've only done that a couple times. It was all green like a Fellini film, and everything was going real slow. And the reason why we were there is because I wanted to give birth with her in water. But it didn't happen. It was going too fast. And David had his little stuff. We had done effleurage classes. And every time he turned around to go in his little black bag, unzip it and get something out, powder or whatever he had in there, I've forgotten. It was like, no way, can't do that. But I have to say, hi Denise, I have to say that giving birth, when the Alice came out, and it was sunrise, and I could hear the birds, and at the same time, it's like life went quiet. It was like the whole universe was acknowledging this child being born. And it happened with every one of them, each a different circumstance, but it was glorious, the sensation that went through my body as she was being born. I will never forget it. It was really special. So here I am, and I have to say there's the protocol that I've been put on was to do with inflammation of my immune system, and there is a whole load of doctors and naturopaths and Ayurvedic homeopaths all working together on this situation, because it seems that COVID and or the vaccination can trigger certain situations in certain people. and it's and it did with me. And it's certain that my nervous system was on fire. And this protocol has really helped with that. So let me see, Drew. I was in the hospital for 11 days and DC'd straight to inpatients rehab faculty for more than 7 weeks. Wow. And needed continuous antibiotic IV therapy around the clock for 8 more weeks. I was just DC'd to home a few weeks ago. It was a close call for me. Wow. Well, I'm glad you're still here with us. And thank you, Ian, for your love and friendship always. So what I want to tell you, just in case you need to know this, I mean, I really feel reactions to the vaccines is fewer people compared to the ones that they have helped. So, hi, Richard. Yvonne, goodness, it's so great. Alana, thank you for coming. And it's called LDN Research Trust, if you want to look it up and see all about it, because it's working for me. And I don't know if you've heard, but another individual that's had initially neurological challenges, and that's Eric Clapton. And he went into severe allergic reaction. And there's a video he's put out sharing his experience, which I have to say brought a tear to me. We were close friends a long time ago, and he apparently, it was so bad that he didn't think he'd ever be able to play guitar again. Hi, Verpy, no problem. I'm almost there. As you can see, I don't need this. So, anyway, it just proves that some people are having this problem, and this group of doctors have gotten together because what they're finding is that there are all kinds of different experiences happening after COVID and still COVID and the vaccines. Again, it's not necessarily a large number, but enough to where they're saying, and I have to tell you about it, because there are situations. I can see enough to where I can not wear an eye patch most of the time. I still have some degree of double vision. It's like at the beginning I was saying that at the beginning of this, it was like I was seeing one person cloned about 4 to 6 feet away from each other. Now, it is as though half of the face is doubled out. So it's a lot easier to contend with. But the main thing is that the pain is gone. And which the severity of the pain totally throws your stability and emotional stability, I have to say. It was quite a challenge to hold peace. I couldn't even meditate because the energy that I invocate and comes into my body and assimilate, which I'm used to, was very difficult. And what I discovered was that sorry, Stefan, I was just reading your message. And what I realized when I had the patch on, I thought, oh, I'm desperate, I have to paint. So I tried. I could only do it for a little while because the left eye was getting a bit stressed. So what I discovered was that suddenly, as I was painting, even with this covered, that the process, the relationship of my right eye to my left eye, it was as though it was still happening, which it was, because my right eye was, I've discovered that my creative relationship to the creativity comes through this eye and then goes to the left eye that makes it visible. But when you have them both working, I never realized how much each of them served. That was an amazing day to realize that. And it's so who is seeing shadows? Stefan says, I'll be honest, Ginger, I've had a similar thing happen, but as the weeks go by, it has ceased and lessened. And the double vision, it was scary. I've now become relaxed to it. It slowly disappears, apparently, but there was something I wanted to tell you. Oh well, it'll come back. What I also, hi Sandro, what I also experienced was that my brain couldn't think. It's like there was a couple of weeks that I couldn't come online because I couldn't think. It was really intense, I have to say. Oh my God. So, but have a look at LDN. Hang on, who's doing that? Just a minute, bear with me. Timothy. It was Fred Andy's doing very well. He's very, very busy setting up his new way of communicating to us. And I want to get back to Timothy. That's what I wanted to tell you. Okay, I'll get back to it. Timothy, I was on a high dose of steroids that sorted out my double vision. They shut down the immune system and stop it from attacking itself. I know, I thought the specialists I went to in London, that's what they would do, but they didn't. I don't understand that part because I just don't understand it. But obviously my process was meant to find this other help. But it is definitely needing something that shuts down the immune system, but much more so the irritation in the nervous system. Hi, Tony. Thank you for being here. Oh, goodness. I know. I thank you for your care. Tony is my sister, or at least one of them. Julie, I don't have really any pain now. And it's what I'm on calms down the nervous system. Some people get cardio reactions to this. It really depends on where the weakness lies in your body. I know a lot of brain fog's just terrible, especially for me, because I, work on so many things, and it's quite a challenge. And it's that's what I wanted to remember. When I got to the ophthalmologist after all those tests and everything, I said, "Do you think this might be part of an allergic reaction to the vaccinations?" And she says it's quite possible it could be that way because she is seeing, this is NHS, she is seeing a lot of patients coming in with eye difficulties, challenges. So I see her again in 2 weeks. I really want to do some exercises. Apparently there's some prison that you can get for your eyes. But I'm glad to say my kids are probably very happy with the fact that I can hear again. Because part of this was that my hearing just completely went off. Like if you're watching telly, you know, there's the volume control. And I had to be on my couch almost next to the telly, and it was up to 100%, and I still barely could hear at the height of the worst part of this. Oh my goodness. And I'm happy to say that I can now turn it down to 30 and 25. So my kids will be very happy about that. And I won't keep saying, "What? What did you say?" So, life's challenges. What can I say? Well, Bruno, I sure hope so. By November, I better be able to leave the house, because when I had to go into London to see the specialist, 3-hour drive in the car, I mean, it was like vibrations set it off because my nervous system was so on fire. So by November, I surely hope that I can get there. And Verpi, thank you for your care. Thank you, Jason. And thank you for letting me know you're here and letting me know that you usually are here and that you can't stay today. That's okay. But we're about to do something different than what we're doing right now. And we're going to go into this. As you know, I was trained as a color therapist healer for many, many years. And I want to just take you through some of the colors. If you want a deeper experience, go on to my YouTube channel, and there's one called The Color of Thought that takes you through all the healing aspects of each color. And it's so, that course was based on love and the fairies and the angels, and also nature, Mother Nature. And it taught us how important it is to go out and feel the colors and feel the air and the wind and the rain, and even walk barefoot in the mud sometimes or on the grass. And each color takes you to another experience of the pathway to your higher self and to healing. And I've been using a lot of deep indigo and pink for my heart so that it doesn't panic too much. And the spring green is cleansing. Hi, Juliet. I hope you're okay. So, spring green was really very important and interesting when I was beginning, because we worked in pairs, and I still offer healings now. The spring green was one of the hardest colors for me to visualize at first. And Lily, the elder, my surrogate grandmother, always said, say it to yourself, and eventually it will happen. And it does happen now. And it's one of my favorite times of the year when the spring green comes out. And it's just, we're just passing through that. And it was like, I'm looking up all the time, and the trees are green, and the grass, and just all this green. It's a particular green. It's like, if you can look at that and take it inside and send it all through your body, it's just so awesome. And this deep, deep indigo purple is the color that takes you to your higher self more. And red, of course, is very stimulating. Ah, Julia, I'm happy. I haven't heard from you for ages. Of course, you haven't heard from me neither. I'd love to have a catch-up and see how you're doing. So, yep, spring green and pink together is really special. The blue really calms, really, really calm. And it's like, especially when you go out, like on the water's edge, there is a blue of the water. Depends on if you're in the Mediterranean or here or anywhere, there's different colors of blue, but when it reaches the horizon, there's the sky blue. And just at that point where the horizon is between the unity of the two blues, some teachings believe that that is the doorway to the harmony of who we are, heaven and earth. So Denise says purple is her favorite color, but she's drawn to the pink of the rose. Denise, try actually smelling it and taking that in and really have it go into your cellular tissues, and resist taking a photograph for the first 5 minutes if you can, and just go feel the rose and smell it and take the color in, and then it will be with you forever. And it's color is really great. Dapple green in the woods, Juliet. Oh my goodness. It's so special. And the smell of the earth, especially when it's just rained. Really, nature's awesome. And it's got all those ions that will still your nervous system, because we're just running crazy in this world we've created. It's we have to make sure we tap in to the stillness that's inside us. Yvonne, I never knew that green and pink are the colors of unconditional love in Kuan Yin. You know, I did a sculpture of Kuan Yin, and that's actually at Andy's at the moment. Yeah. I find the warm rain lovely too, Juliet. It's just incredible. And I remember Dr. Sharma Elder, he had me walking barefoot for the first time on the lawn, on the dew, through the snow. And it's, oh my goodness. And Matthew wasn't born yet. And the three girls, because we were in a 15th century house with lead light windows, and the three girls, their blonde little hair in bunches, would be doing this at the window, waiting for me to come back in. And Alice has got a folder called Mummisms, and things that they went through as I went on my journey into discovering who I am and how to be the most of what my potential is. Because I don't know about you, but I certainly didn't believe it. And I didn't know what my soul purpose was for a very long time. And you never know, it might change to something else as I get older. It's one has to be open for that too, but open to the degree of giving, committing to the possibility of all the possibilities of who you are. Most of us just stay in our limitations. And I really want to encourage you to step beyond that and find the beauty that you are. Francine's favorite color is aqua blue and mint green. As you know, if you look at my website, aqua blue is one of my favorite colors to use. and the mint green, but very pale aspects of it. Julie, when is her book Momisms coming out? Hint, hint. That's a good hint. But Alice is very shy about sharing these things. She's very, very, very private. And sometimes it's hard for her to see her mum being in the public eye so much. But her way is different. But you never know. It's a cute little idea. I don't know what will happen, but maybe I create my own mumisms or gingerisms. It's what I just finished, as you know, that illustrations for a friend's book called Red Cap, and it won't be long, guys, before it's published, and you can buy one, as you said earlier. And I have this real wish to create a color therapy children's book, which includes fairies and angels and colors. And they're little things that you can inspire children to incorporate. It's like what happened. The one time we were playing tennis out on our lawn. I was playing with Matthew, and I didn't have proper shoes, and the grass was a bit moist, and I slipped, and I actually damaged my calf. And there I am lying there, not very happy, when all of a sudden all 4 kids became a squadron. It's like, what was it? Claire went and got arnica, homeopathic remedy, and Alice got the car keys. Sarah got some pillows, and Matthew helped me to the car. And they all took me into the hospital, and I had to wait a while. And Claire kept saying, "Mom, think blue. Think blue. Breathe." It was like my teaching was like all panning out. So I was just thinking, how can I put this into little pamphlets, teaching ones? And it's still sort of there, so until I totally get back. It's and now that I've finished helping with this book, the kids' book, I am seriously thinking about doing that. I think it'd be really pleasant, because I can't do an enormous amount right now, but I'm doing a lot more than I was. Hi, Elizabeth. Thank you for coming. And anyone that's late can sort of watch the replay, which I hope I'll get up tonight or tomorrow morning. Yeah, color therapy for children, Juliet. I think it'd be nice. And it's our color therapy starts from the inside, the visualization aspect of it. There are a lot of other color therapies that encourage what colors you paint on your wall and what you read and things like that. Richard likes wild cherry. It's a very good drink as well. And it stains. You have to be careful with that one. And red wine. Anyway. Okay, people. Yeah, slow win the race. I certainly feel like a tortoise and trying to tune into how patient they are. So, shall we have our meditation? Hi, Christina. So we can go into our calm space, and this is the image that I hope that you will work with. It's one of my favorite ones. I've used it before. That's a good idea, Jenny. I could do meditation tapes for sleeping. But I have to say, my mind just couldn't even, I could barely cook my meals 3 times a day. It was, just couldn't do it. But now I can incorporate a lot more, and I still have to be careful not to overdo my outward energy. But all will be well. These sessions really gives me uplifting energy, so thank you all. And here we go. So, let us sit or lie down in a very comfortable position. And we're going to first focus on the breath as it comes in. Hold it and release. Breathe in, hold it and release. One more time. Breathe in, hold it and release. Feel the breath traveling through your body, the silence, and take the color that's on the screen into your body through your breath. You breathe in, hold it, and breathe out. Breathe the color in, circulate it through your body, and breathe out. This time, allow the body to travel through your, allow the color, to travel through your body, touching each cell, each organ, each muscle, and most of all, travel through your nervous system. So start at the top of your head and feel the color relaxing the muscles of your skull. Breathe in, relax, and breathe out. Breathe in, relax, and breathe out. Now take the color and the breath to your eyes, your ears, your jaw, your neck. So breathe in the color and relax. Breathe out. Breathe in the color, hold it, and relax. Now travel to your neck and your shoulders and relax them. Allow the color to deepen your relaxation. Allow it to be still, the muscles and your breath and your lungs. Breathe in, hold it, relax, and release. Breathe in, relax, and release. This time, hug your heart with the color, surround it with softness and love. And relax your heart muscles. And your lungs as you breathe. Breathe in and relax. And breathe out. Allow the color to travel to your intestines, to your solar plexus, to your liver, your pancreas and spleen. Take your breath in on the color and heal and relax those areas. So breathe in, hold it, and breathe out. Relax on your breathing, on your breath. Allow your hips to relax and strengthen your reproductive organs. Allow them to relax and heal and cleanse and nurture. Breathe in, hold it, and release. Fill your hips with the color and relax. And feel the breath softening, relaxing. Relax your thighs and your knees and your calf muscles, and feel the flow of your blood on the breath, free, energized, and yet relaxed. Breathe in, hold it, and release. Breathe in, hold it, and release. Breathe in, hold it, and release. Feel the color within all of your cells and your muscles relaxing, softening. Feel the breath, nurturing. Now take the color to your ankles, to your feet, to your toes, and into the earth. And feel the strength of Mother Earth. And allow the breath to soften and relax your feet, opening to the strength of Mother Earth. Now take the strength and the mother nurturing quality of the earth slowly back up your body through your feet, your ankles, your calves, your knees, your hips, your pelvis, and allow it to travel up not only your body but through your spine, strengthening and unifying with the blue, relaxing and strengthening as you go more up your body, up your spine, through your shoulders and your arms and hands, through your neck, your face, your head, your brain, and joining with the light above. Be still and allow the light to enter and join with the blue and the strength of the earth, and take it to your heart. Excuse me. And be still. Be relaxed. And feel the love and the light. And hold that for a moment. And be with what you are, totally relaxed and nurtured and loved. And in your own time, slowly return and open your eyes and join us all in together. Sorry about that cough. I didn't expect that. Hi, Matthew and Franca. I think that's how you pronounce it, but I'm not sure. Thank you for coming. And as I said before, anyone who's late can look at the replay tomorrow. And there are a lot of replays on my YouTube channel as well you could subscribe to. You're most welcome, Verpy. Jenny nearly goes through the ceiling. Well, do come back, Jenny. Remember the earth. You need to ground what you experience up there. Otherwise you'll get off balance. It's David Bowie's song lyrics. Ground control to Major Tom is something I've had to learn. Juliet, I have missed you, and I'm glad you could make it tonight. And Donald, I will be thinking of you on the 13th on your next operation. Let me know how it goes. Good, Jenny. Oh my goodness, when I was first with Lily and learning about mental color therapy, she would give each of us our own session, and I'd come out of it and she'd go, Ginger, get back in your body. I certainly was a 60s space cadet in more ways than most people, I think. And I'm learning what that meant, why I had to feel that, and how I'm still a space cadet on the ground. So I want to thank you all for coming, and it's like I'm back with my family, and even if I can't get out, I can talk to you guys. So thank you for helping me to get better. Thank you, Richard. I have to thank you again for how you healed some of my sculptures. It looks great. You should come again and see how wonderful they are. Thank you, Denise. I could feel it. Thank you, Stefan. Keep on painting. And I really like the lady that's in the foreground of your latest painting. Pastel, isn't it? And thank you, Juliet. A grounded space cadet. I have to remember to add that. Have to add that on. Yeah. Okay, kids. It's time to say ta-da and have a really good week. Thank you, Julie. I love your little messages you send to me and the flowers and things. Thank you very much. Means a lot. It's really helped. Thank you, Tony. I know you have so much love, and thank you. And Lisa, thank you. And may we all be well. And see you next week. So, bless you, and be well, and let me know if you need to ask me anything on Messenger. I'm always here for you. And let's... oh, it's so hard to say thank you and good night. Oh my goodness. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's so I'm gonna say